15 seconds.
Now 10.
We're live.
10, 9, 8. Kyle, introduce us.
Wait, Kyle, are we doing that face cam thing
All right,
still?
hold up. Right now. All right, what is up, everybody? It is Karzon from the Royal Brotherhood. You know me from the first podcast that I did about a week ago, and I am now here with two of my boys, Dimes. Say hello, Dimes.
Hello.
And my main man, Sakebrain.
It's Sakebrain, bro.
Oh, well,
Anyways,
Big cow.
so today we're going to be talking about the government and all the medical marijuana bullshit. So
Yes,
recently
sir.
in California, this year, medical marijuana actually went away and they snatched that right under our noses. No one notices yet, but that shit's gone. What about you guys?
I mean, in Louisiana.
What do you guys?
I mean,
Louisiana?
No, yeah, in Louisiana, they haven't done anything to it yet. Like, we still have a lot of doctors that can prescribe it down here, so it's technically still legal, and it's not that.
So
hard
you
to get
got,
your hands
so
on
you
it.
have medical marijuana in Louisiana still, though.
Yeah, we do, but I'm hoping they don't, do what they did in California to us.
Yeah, I know. Watch, they're gonna take away recreational here pretty soon, and then once that's gone, everyone's getting shut down. They're gonna put everyone in jail.
Can I chime in and help out?
Yeah.
Well,
Hey everyone, this is my uncle. He's coming in too.
What's up, man? So I just found out that there was this one collective. There was a collective that they would every week they would get together and have this big medical marijuana event where you can go in with your rec and you were able to, it was just like a big swap meet and you got to meet a lot of cool people and everything was under the medical marijuana. This was going on for some time, and just a couple weeks ago they got raided and they were all treated like a bunch of criminals, which was pretty fucked up because everybody had their recs and it was so basically what's going on is they're not honoring the medical marijuana cards out here anymore because it's not set up legally, and before it was legal and you can operate as a collective. So basically you have your card and everybody's like a member to that collective and you're allowing that person to use your medical marijuana card, and they're basically, that's how collectives work. So that pretty much got pulled, and now the people that are under that medical marijuana thing are basically like criminals. So they have no protection, and even the cannabis lawyers now got their hands up in the air. They don't know what the fuck to do because California says now you have to apply for a state license. Well, they had all this time to fucking put some shit together for the medical marijuana, and they didn't. And now to get a state license, it's fucking thousands of dollars. Who knows? Maybe 50,000 and up. And they got all kinds of rules and regulations as far as packaging and all that didn't apply to medical before. And I think it all comes down to just the fucking taxes, So I just wanted to, chime in on that bullshit because for some reason I just had this weird feeling like, they kind of legalized marijuana just to pull this medical thing away. And I don't know. Who knows how long fucking recreational marijuana is going to last. And, I don't know. It just sounds pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do you guys think about it?
I mean, when you get down to it, it's really just all about the taxes and what the government can do to get their hands on, money, because the marijuana businesses, going to start booming pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, legalization is just bullshit.
Yeah. They're gonna do whatever they can to get their hands on it and control it to where they can sell it out for however much they want
Tax
to.
the shit out of it.
Say. Yeah.
And, well, it's not only just the fucking taxes, but now they're controlling every aspect.
Yeah.
You had a lot of good marijuana. Medical marijuana had like fucking some connoisseur shit. People were proud. You're like, dude, I've been growing some good shit. Now it's illegal to fucking grow unless you got a state license, and the only dogs who can afford state license are these big motherfuckers who got the money. And now it's being corporatized, and the quality is going down to the tubes. And now they're fucking doing GMO marijuana and all this bullshit, not organic.
Yeah, and there's pesticides in the marijuana.
Yeah.
It's
They're doing a bunch of
bullshit into our
really
lungs.
Like before, me and you could have been like underground growers and shit, or we could have been protected under the collective. Like you and I could have started a collective, right?
Yeah.
And we have all these members. So like, you know, when we would go over there, people would be under that collective, and now you can have 50 plants, 100 plants, and you were protected. Now there's no protection. You can't fucking grow it. You get busted. Before you had this collective and you had thousands of members, and you can grow 200 plants, 500 plants, and you were under this collective and you were protected. So now all that's out the door, and people are being fucking prosecuted for bullshit. And now, guess what? Now you got factories that are producing marijuana, which they can do whatever the fuck they want. And Monsanto is buying up all the fucking seeds, bro.
Thing about Monsanto, they're fucking pure evil.
Now I'm gonna say something. There's a couple hydroponic places out here in California, and I happen to know these guys, and they've been approached by fucking people. They've been approached by fucking people that are part of this whole industry now that bought 80. They bought 80% of the market share. Okay, and when you start doing the trail, it all comes back to Monsanto. So these guys are fucking telling. Basically, they told my people that have these hydroponic stores that, hey, if you don't buy from us, we're gonna fucking build a hydroponic shop right across the street. We're gonna put you out of business. And one of my buddies told him, you know what? Go fuck yourself. I am buying shit from you. Okay, because he's been in the business for a long time, so he still has a lot of connections. But he told me, he's like, you know what? This is bullshit. I'm selling. I'm getting the fuck out of California because he goes, it ain't gonna last long.
Yeah.
Because all these people now, you know, they're telling him that he's got to use this fucking soil. He's got to sell this things, all these things, and the big dog is Marlboro. Okay, Marlboro Company, whatever Phillips, whatever
they're
fucking
taking a
name is.
fat hit right now.
Well, no, Marlboro owns fucking Monsanto, or Monsanto owns Marlboro. They're all like one big conglomerate.
Yeah, like
So,
yeah.
guess what, dude? Legalization, fucking bullshit, dude. It just opened the doors for all these assholes that want a piece of the pie. And who's gonna get the piece of the pie? The big dogs. And the little dog is gonna get shit now. You know, honestly, what's gonna happen is underground marijuana and black market is gonna get so fucking bigger than ever now, because they just fucked. You know, they took the medical away.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're only gonna have one source, and that one source is fucking. It all points to the big dogs, and they're gonna start poisoning the fucking weed. They're gonna give us shit.
They already are. They've started it.
You know, and I guarantee you, watch in the next couple years, studies that are gonna be funded by the government now, which they never fucking wanted to fund any studies on marijuana. Now they're gonna start funding it to prove how bad marijuana is.
Yeah, and
because it's already gonna be fucking poisoned by their own bullshit.
Yeah, and they already started with those fucking cartridges. You know those cartridges? They put fillers in them and shit. You buy from the shop. The low brands, they're all filled with fillers and shit.
Well, no, check this out. Now with these fucking vape pens, now they're coming out with studies how bad they are for you, and that they carry lead inside. But these studies are funded by the government. Why they never fucking did any studies on nicotine and all the other cigarettes out there? And now because they're trying to blow that shit out, so the cigarette manufacturers,
no one's died off weed.
Yeah, so they can. Well, no, the problem is they want to fucking show us how bad the vape pens are because the cigarette companies are fucking taking a hit.
Fat hit.
So now they're basically gonna tell us that cigarette smoking is better for you than a fucking vape pen. Right?
Yeah. Even like the vapes that have the flavors in them, they're taking the flavors away now too, because it's super harmful and all this bullshit. But there's really never been any like cases where someone's actually been harmed from the vape.
I mean, I remember, because I'm hearing this in school now. Like we're having this on announcements, and it's going crazy because I'm in high school, right? And a lot of the kids in high school are, vaping and
I'll
smoking.
tell you what, man, it's a bunch of shit. That's what it is.
So we're on the intercom, and it's like, our what's his name? Our principal, he's like on the intercom. He's like, this guy's jewel pod in Texas exploded in his face, and he's like, all right, like no jewel pods, like no smoking at all, right?
So this guy's
And they're trying to,
jewel exploded.
yeah, quote unquote, this guy's jewel exploded, which I'm not even sure if that's an actual like if that's actually real, if he's just saying
I
that
don't even.
just to say that. Because I mean, I've never heard personally. If this really happened, I think a lot more people would be, you know, getting mad about it and stuff. But this is the
Yeah,
first
a
time
lot more.
I'm hearing
There'd be
about
a
it.
lot more cases. People would be getting mad.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah.
Well,
So he's like, yo, his jewel pod exploded in his face, and it's like, well, I don't know. It's just stupid. Like,
How?
what do you want a person to do? Would you rather have them smoking cigarettes or vape pens?
Yeah, yeah. What's seriously? What's more harmful? We hear one case. Oh, this dude's jewel exploded. But then you hear the next case. Oh, dude, this guy has a hole in his chest because he's been smoking cigarettes.
For like the
I don't
past
know
10 years, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
but what
I've
about all
yet to
these
hear
fucking people in the
anybody.
hospital dying from emphysema?
Wait, hold on. All right, so my uncle's gonna chime in again.
I was gonna say, man, what about all these fucking people in hospitals around the fucking world that are dying because of all the cigarette bullshit that these companies have been piping in to these fucking cigarettes, right? There's so
Yeah,
many people that die from emphysema, and now they're trying to attack vape pens, which are 1,000 times safer than a fucking carcinogenic cigarette.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
It's stupid. Kyle,
Let me come in real
what's your
quick.
say in all this?
I'm agreeing with everything that everyone's saying so far, but let me put in a little something. Back in the 1800s, cigarettes were a big thing. People would smoke a lot back then, right? Tobacco was a
yeah,
huge thing.
Yeah,
Tobacco wasn't, didn't have all this stuff to make it addictive. But I think soon enough,
exactly.
what
There weren't.
happened with the cigarettes is going to happen with the weed. If it gets legalized, all these people are going to start putting stuff in to make it, taste
addictive.
good and yeah,
Yeah,
make it addictive.
Exactly.
Weed shouldn't be addictive. Weed should be.
yeah.
I was gonna say, dude, there's no fucking way.
Just listen. Oh, Kyle. Okay,
Oh no,
Kyle.
that was my
My
that
uncle
was my
didn't
whole
hear it.
thing.
Yeah, no. Repeat it again because my uncle didn't hear it.
Oh, that the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so basically, like cigarettes back in the 1800s, big thing. Early 1900s, big thing. Tobacco farming has been huge in this country for many, many years. And just what, like 30, 40, 50 years ago, you started hearing that people were getting, diseases and, sick from cigarettes because of all the stuff that the companies are putting in there to make them addictive and all that.
Exactly.
But what's going to happen with the weed is if it gets legalized throughout the whole country, I think what's going to happen is they're going to make it to where it tastes better, or at least try to make it taste better, make it addictive. But again, weed
No.
shouldn't be addictive. It should be a thing to help you
You know.
in, like, you know.
Well, you know what I think is, I think they're gonna start adding fillers just the way they fucking do to cigarettes.
Yeah.
And well, let me tell you this: my dad is 78. He's been a smoker since he was 13, and he grew up in Greece. And you know what my dad did as a young kid? What my grandfather did. I'm not sure if my nephew knows about it, but my grandfather was a tobacco farmer.
I did
And
not know that.
he fucking grew tobacco, okay, straight up. And my dad would fucking take tobacco, raw, tobacco. They would harvest it and do all this shit to it, and they would fucking smoke it, dude. But we're talking pure tobacco, okay? And nobody had any problems. But the fucking uh, they would grow tobacco, and guess who would buy the tobacco from Greece was the Americans. And my grandfather would grow tobacco by the tons and all this shit, and they they would get fucked over because imagine like they would grow all this tobacco, and the Americans would come in and they would fucking buy it for pennies on the dollar. And my dad told me about this, and he almost cried because he was saying that how they would that would be their livelihood, that they would grow this tobacco, and then the Americans would come in and make it look like they grew shit tobacco. They would fucking burn half of it and be like, you know what, this is no good, but all right, we'll give you, X amount of money. And so after many, many years, my grandfather decided to, stop growing it because they would fucking spend so much energy growing it. But nothing ever happened, dude. My dad was fucking pure tobacco smoker forever. So now there's like thousands of chemicals. And now imagine all this weed that's so good. I think what's going to happen eventually, these big companies are going to fucking start grinding it up and selling it like as, pre-rolls and all that shit. And that's where the thing's going to really get fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember this one time I was smoking with my friend, and I'm noticing, I'm looking at what we're smoking, and it is it has a few like white little crystals in it, right? But this
Yeah.
it had like a bunch, like way too many. And I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
where'd you get
no.
this from? Yeah, and I'm like, he's
Yeah.
like, well, the guy I got it from, he's like been selling it for like cheap or whatever. He says it's better than the normal stuff. And I'm like, dude, I think it might be laced with cocaine. And
No. No, actually,
this,
no. I know what you mean. It has a lot of crystals. Well, actually, there's a thing called PGAs you gotta watch out for in weed now. And it's bullshit. Why do I gotta watch for PGAs in my fucking weed? Why can't I just have normal weed? They're putting shit into it. The grow companies, they spray that shit to make it look more
yeah,
crystallized.
yeah. But the thing is, the reason why I think I know it's cocaine is because he couldn't stop. Like he was actually addicted to it.
It was like really
he had
bad.
he had to go to like rehab for
Sometimes
it.
I've heard
And
of them spraying like back in the days with the medical marijuana, all that. Like they would spray it so it could weigh more. They would spray it with like sugar water, right?
Yeah.
So it can weigh a little bit more and look more crystallized. Well, how do we know that all this shit, when it gets harvested, how do we know it doesn't fucking get sprayed with something, right? A little
Yeah.
coating, make it look like crystals, and those can be carcinogenic now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I don't trust anything that the government has to do it. I don't trust it. Look at the post office. You walk into the post office, and they're always the shittiest places. UPS looks great. Government doesn't give a shit about nothing or anyone but its own pocket.
Exactly.
Hands fucking down.
Bullshit.
I dropped the mic, but like,
Mic could drop. So yeah, that's all bullshit.
I feel like after if weed ever does get legalized throughout the whole country, couple of years they're gonna start talking about legalizing like crack or something.
Yeah,
because it helps you with
yeah,
your health.
actually.
But, it's just the weed I can understand. It's proven to help, but I feel like they're gonna start doing it.
with more like drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, look, actually, the some states are actually been trying to push the legalization on mushrooms. I don't know if you guys have heard about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
oh, California, I think.
Yeah, California is one of them.
Shrooms.
Denver.
I don't know. Are mushrooms like harmful to you or something? I know they're
they're actually they're naturally grown. They are poisonous, but if you eat too much, obviously. But anything.
Well, yeah,
is
you eat too much of
poisonous if
anything,
you
you'll
eat too
die.
much. Exactly.
But
Actually, if you make it into a tea, it's very beneficial.
Well,
It's cured people's cigarette addictions and their depression. Actually,
these assholes want to legalize it so they can poison it too.
yeah, the government wants to legalize it so they can fucking poison that shit too.
yeah. Which
It's
I
just
mean, yeah. And the thing is, the reason why they're they're gonna legalize a lot of these things, when they do get legalized, it's really just gonna be controlled by the government, so they can taxes and make as
the
much
government
profit as
wants
they want to.
I mean,
that's
yeah.
really all that matters about.
That's kind of what happened with
It comes down to
opioids.
just the money. Yeah. I remember, yeah.
Like opioids are helping a lot of people, but it's an epidemic now. It's killing a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah. You know what's funny? No, continue, Kyle.
I was just gonna say, like, you know, with the opioids, you know, you got to get them prescribed, you know, and like,
Yeah, you gotta get opioids prescribed. It's bullshit.
yeah,
Like, it's just a bunch of bullshit. And then, you know who really, like, is just fucked? The government is owned by the Rothschild. You obvious. I don't know if you guys know that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the government is owned by the Rothschild family.
Mm-hmm.
They own all the banks in the world. And you know why we went to? Okay, there's a couple reasons we went over to Syria. They own a bank system that's not owned by anyone in the U.S. They have their own bank system over there.
Yeah.
Dubai, and we go attack them. Oh, for oil, one for oil.
Yeah, we
and
attacked them
then
for control. Yeah.
yeah, we attack them for control because we don't have control over them because they have their own fucking bank system, and they're like, oh, we can't have that.
Yeah.
There was a saying I saw. It was like, give a man a gun and he can rob a bank, but give a man a bank and he'll rob the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, no, seriously, it's fucking true because the Rothschild, they own everything. They own the fucking news. Then if you go to the news, all the people on the news are Jewish. I don't know if you knew that. No,
Jews
seriously,
control everything, dude.
they seriously do.
Yeah.
They're Jewish. They're very wealthy.
Oh yeah.
I have some Jewish friends. They own a trucking company. Dude, fucking millions of dollars, bro. They have their own private house in Washington. They have a fucking family helicopter.
Yeah. Like from what I've heard, what happened, like the reason why Hitler did what he did, which it wasn't right, killing a bunch of people. Obviously, it wasn't.
Yeah.
But like he did that because they were, they owned a lot of the businesses, right? And they, no one, like the Germans and Slavs and Slovakian people and whatever, couldn't really get control of anything. They couldn't, open their own businesses because the Jews had everything, on lock, right? So the reason
Yeah.
why, like from his point of view, which I can kind of understand now, the reason why he did what he did was because he wanted to push all the Jews out to America and to other places, so they could control the rest of Germany, so they could actually open businesses and the people wouldn't be poor and starving and
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
And they come over to America, and Jewish people, they come over to America, and now they're running us, and I'm fearing that the same thing might happen, which would suck, for a
Yeah,
lot of the
totally.
innocent people. And
But
the rich people will be the ones who gain the money, because when you have a war, you gain money, you don't lose it. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly.
You get your resources and
And
assets and whatever.
and they put all the poor people into work and labor,
Yeah.
and they put them into factories and shit. But the rich
Yeah,
people are just back sipping on pina colada in a tropical state, in a tropical
like
place.
yeah, like in Russia they had this go on like the 1700s. Mikhail the First, right? He first started the Romanov Empire, which lasted for around 400 years, right? And basically,
Correct.
right, his son released this thing where now 80% of the Russian population was Slavic people, because that's who originated there, right? And then
Yeah,
like
correct.
new people came in, and then a bunch of ethnic groups got started and whatever. So that happens, and then what's his name? Mikhail's son, Akal, something like that. He starts he does this little law to where it's like
Correct.
all the Slavic people, right, are basically, and it's not outright said that they're slaves, but they basically are. They're not paid to work for their labor, and they're governed by whoever owns them, being the
Yeah.
other
Well,
ethnics and other races and whatever. So
well,
yeah.
look at fucking Apple. You know their glass,
Mm-hmm.
the Gorilla Glass or whatever it is. They
Yeah.
actually get that from there's a mineral they get from Africa, and the kids over there, they do labor for that shit, and they to make our iPhones. To make our
Yeah.
iPhones, there's labor over there, just like the Nestle company. They're Africa. They're like, oh, they don't have water and all this shit, but Nestle's over there taking their fucking water. They're up. up ahead them. All right, say there's like some farmers down in Africa. They're pumping out water, but then
Yeah.
like right up the road, Nestle's up there pumping out their water with a bigger well. And they're like, nah. So then Monsanto goes over there and they're like, oh, here's some seeds. This will help your land. And then after a while, their soil gets to shit. So then Monsanto buys out their fucking land, and then they take over them.
Yeah. Because of the lack of they're not getting enough what's it called in their soil, because the seeds take up all the nutrients, and they're not pumping in enough nutrients
Who's helping who?
from the nitrogen in the air. They're not
They help
putting enough
Yeah.
nutrients in the soil. So yeah, they just buy them out.
Get
And
to them.
yeah, but like back to the Russia thing, it's like, then they had a whole huge revolt and whatever, and they came back up to power. And it was something like 80% of the Russian people were slaves to
Yeah, 80% of the Russian
the
people were
Romanov
slaves.
family. Yeah, to the Romanov family. Which
Exactly.
is like kind of coincidentally like the Rothschilds, what they're trying to do to us now,
Dude,
trying to control
yeah,
everything.
and they brainwashed us with the water, our food, Why is there fucking non-GMO foods and all this? And the water is poison, bro.
Yeah.
There's been many tests in the water, and there's my uncle actually tested the water here in California. Guess how many impurities are in the water?
Percentage wise?
Huh?
I mean, there's tons, man.
There's tons. There's like, would you say like 800? 800 impurities?
Oh, they don't even fucking,
Dude, that's fucking horrible. Why 800 impurities? Oh, we have good water, but 800 impurities? There's in some other states they tested the water, and there's hormones in the water. There's like fucking traces amounts of Percocets and shit, and it's like, dude, what?
Like
They're brainwashing us. No,
Yeah.
no, seriously, I've
Talking about tap water?
yeah, tap water.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no one drinks tap water.
I've actually, my uncle has a reverse osmosis filter. So when I drink, ever since I started drinking from that, and I've started drinking reverse osmosis water, I feel way different. Dude. I feel more energetic. I feel like good all the time. And I'm like, dude, this is why people don't feel good all the time, and they prescribe them bullshit. Dude, you could go to the doctors right now. Oh, I have a headache. Bam, here's some fucking medicine. You could walk out with bags of shit, bro.
Ibuprofen,
Exactly, anything, bro.
Advil, just a lot of stuff, dude. It sucks too,
Lab equipment.
But that's just how it is. It sucks, dude. And there's not a lot of people can really do about it, especially in lower income neighborhoods, which is
See, that's the thing. The food and all this water. No one. It makes us cowards towards the government, and no one really rises up. People talk about rising up, but
they never do it.
Are they truly down for it? Are they truly down for a revolution or a revolt against the government? No.
Not at all.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. A lot of people around here that's the case. Not cowarding, but like we're ready, because around
You're
here
ready
we
for
got
the
a lot of
revolution.
we got a lot of weapons. We're not scared.
Yeah, and you live in Cincinnati.
Well, close. About 30 minutes out. Yeah.
Close. Exactly. Yeah, dude, it's happening everywhere, and like they need more people like us to like. Not a lot of people are woke, bro. It's really sad. Like when people take in the pineal gland. I don't know if you guys know what this is. So all the food and water calcifies your pineal gland actually. And if you have that open, you can actually like communicate through minds. Like you can telepathy.
Yeah, I've heard about that. My uncle says the same things.
All right, well, I'm going to finish out with this that the government is shit and Monsanto is shit. Monsanto is just bullshit. Kyle?
Yeah, yeah. That, about the medical weed and all that. Why does it matter to the government? Why do they need to
Well,
control
Yeah,
it?
why
You
do
know,
they need to control it?
for
well,
many
I'll tell you.
years, people have
Easy.
been dealing it on the streets illegally, and
Uh huh.
it's worked well, not perfectly fine. People gotten stabbed and shot and killed,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah,
it,
but think about it. All the people that were on smoking weed and all that stuff, they are more intelligent than the people that did. Like, I have friends that drink alcohol and they're like super against weed. Why? Because it's alcohol. Alcohol is legal, and they call it spirits and alcohol because people go get fucked up on the weekend, and then the rest of the workday they feel shit. They feel shit. It messes up your euphoria. It messes up everything in your brain.
Mhm. Because
So,
it's just not healthy for you at all.
dude, dude,
Yeah.
actually, the fucking ironic thing is the most wealthiest people smoke weed.
Yeah. Like Elon
The
Musk,
most,
$20 billion,
dude,
dude.
Elon Musk,
He's on
dude,
Joe Rogan's podcast, and he's just like sitting there smoking a fat blunt.
dude, Michael Phelps smoked weed.
Yeah.
Fucking, dude, it's just bullshit. I know a doctor. I knew a doctor. Very, very, very famous guy. He smoked weed. He smoked weed.
Yeah. But still, like regardless of the fact, like the biggest reason, I've said this like 50 times, but biggest reason why they really want control over all the drugs is because drugs make people feel happy 9 times out of 10, right?
Yeah, exactly. Look at they did back in the 60s. They did an LSD test on soldiers actually before it was even illegal. And then they did it on the soldiers, and all they did was laugh and giggle, bro. And
Yeah.
then, oh, all of a sudden it's illegal. Why? Why? It just made them laugh and giggle. What harm are they doing?
Yeah, it is stupid. And then the thing is, you're not really able to do studies on it because the second you do studies on it, the government's like, oh, this is false,
Bam,
and they
shut
come to your
down.
house.
Bam,
Yeah,
shut
they
down.
come to your house and raid you, shut down your business, or get you fired from work. And then you're left out on the street. All because you said that something wasn't bad and they were lying. It
Yeah.
sucks. It really does
Well,
suck.
well, I gotta go now on this note. So
All right.
it was
all right,
it was nice being in this podcast for now.
all right. Thanks for coming through.
Till next time.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
No problem.
See you in the next
Next time.
podcast, Chief.
Goodbye.
Ah, I'm gonna get some ramen, dude. I'll be right back.
Okay, I will be here. I'm gonna talk a little bit until you come back.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, that was Sakebrain. I don't even remember how to pronounce it, but that was one of my main guys. I've been working with him for a couple years. We fell out a couple times, but and Dimes over here. I've known him about 6 months now. Uh, Anyone that watches this should go check these guys out. At the end of this, I will have you know credits for everyone that's really going to be affiliated with this. You know, and if it picks up traction, we'll start a Discord and we'll have people come in and chat with us. And we'll end up having our each of us have our different podcasts, and you know that's how it's gonna work. And I think it'll really be good because what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 or 7 of us do music a lot, right? And I think if this gets traction, this could really help us out. And a lot of the other people that are in here in the Royal Brotherhood, they do Twitch streams, like games and stuff, and they're really cool people, but as of right now, we got I had one viewer earlier, that's cool, I guess. Last time I checked the first podcast talk show thing on YouTube. I uploaded it to there on my account. You'll see that at the end whenever I put on the credit screen. It's got 10 views in a week. And most of those people may be, people that I've, talked to and I know. At least 4 of them are. I know that, but yeah, soon enough, if it gains traction within the next year, what we'll do is, have more interaction with people, and we'll have it more professional. But sometimes, Sakebrain will probably do, a thing where he's out there, on the road, thoughts on the road,
All right, I'm back.
and I'll probably do that too. Hey, I'm just talking about how, soon enough, if this gains traction, that we'll have a lot more, ground to cover, that we can have people do their own like segments and stuff, have people come on like kind of like a radio show, and yeah, but I'm thinking about like making a one big Twitch account for all of us to log in and like have it as like a secondary, and like make it where if we got something to think about, just one of us can make a video on it, because what I'm gonna do, after I'm cleared to walk again, I'm gonna be traveling a lot, so like I'll be on the road a lot, and I'll
You come to Louisiana, buddy?
maybe I might be going to Tennessee over the summer.
Nice.
I'm going to Missouri soon. I'm going to Michigan in the next year. Yeah, I don't know. I would like to come to Louisiana, yeah, but uh, you know,
Yep.
the only thing that I would really do there is, if it's Mardi Gras time, yeah, you already know. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, Mardi Gras time's coming up like in a week, dude.
no, really?
Yes,
I thought
Mardi Gras time's like right now.
I
Like
thought it
like
was over the
March
summer.
March 3rd. No, no. It's during Ash Wednesday. Ash Wednesday.
Learn something new every day.
Mardi Gras lasts like 4 weeks, dude.
Yeah, I would
Just
love to
nonstop
go to that.
Mm-hmm.
But
If you really
again,
want to have some
it's
fun,
kind
go
of
to the French Quarter,
dangerous.
dude. What do you mean?
Well, you got the cops out on the streets. You
Oh
got
no, you're fine. No, you're
no,
fine.
like you got people that are, that gets crime a lot easier
No,
to.
look, I'll because I've been to French Quarter Mardi Gras parades all my life, right? I'll tell you what really goes down. The police are there, right? Everyone's drunk, everyone's high, everyone's loaded, getting crazy. Parades are passing. I mean, the floats are passing by. You'll have your occasional one guy who like goes a bit over the bar and says something or does something stupid. He'll get arrested. They'll push the crowd back a little bit, and you still watch the parade. They'll push the crowd back a little bit, and then over time you scoot further and further to the floats, and everyone's drunk and wasted, and it's just a good time in general. There's not that many like there's not that many French Quarter Mardi Gras crimes that are like serious. And even if they are serious, it doesn't shut down the entire parade. The parade doesn't stop. Like there could be a bombing and the parade will keep going. Like there's been like one shooting I think in the entirety of the Mardi Gras parade in the French Quarter. One shooting and it was like 5 years ago. And the parade kept going for another 3 hours, dude. Like the guy was shot, the ambulance came, police like pushed the crowd back a little bit. The guy was fine, he was fine, but yeah. And he just comes back like a champion and just, he's back at the parade like a few hours later, you know?
It's
He only
crazy.
got shot in the leg. Yeah.
Because I always thought that like like Mardi Gras was always like a bigger like time to
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
like
Mm-mm.
do crime and stuff, but I guess not.
No, it's not. You have to be like really stupid to really do anything like serious. You know.
Understandable.
Like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of stuff that happens. Like groping is a big thing in the
Hmm.
French Quarter. You know, but it's only of girls. I haven't heard that many men groping men or women groping men. And even if a woman did grope a man, I don't think that man would care. You know, unless she's ugly or something, then it's a big deal. Help! Cop! This walrus touched me. Oh God, she is ugly. Get in the car. Get in the car. We're taking you down to the station, ma'am. You do I call you ma'am? What are you?
that video of the guy in GameStop where he's like, "It's ma'am."
Yeah, yeah. Remember that?
But yeah, like we were talking about earlier before Sakebrain had to leave. I think government's just trying to play us and get us in a way that they can control all of us.
Well, that's what they want to do. Control and conquer. You know, you control all the assets. You control everything, even behind the scenes, right?
Oh
You
yeah,
as long as you control anything, you're set, regardless, right? Put it this way.
yeah,
We'll do an easy little thing, right? There's two kids and six balls, right? And then there's a bunch of little toys, right? And they separate those balls to little toys, right? To little toys. Now the two big kids, right, are having a little dispute because they want to control all those balls, and, and then the little the toys don't they're not paying attention. They think everything's fine and dandy. So one of the kids conquers the other, and then that one kid gets greedy. He starts taking control of everything, and pretty soon he's like, "All right, you know what? I got control of all the balls. I've got control of all the toys. Okay, but there's still a few toys and still a few more balls that I don't have control over, and I want control over them. So let's go ahead and go over there and forcefully say, hey, if you don't give me control over this, I'm gonna beat up your kid, right? Like war type thing.
based.
Yeah, and then yeah, that's really just how it is. It's a lot of fear. It's a lot of fear. It's how a lot of businesses function. A lot of other people are scared to open up on the market of anything in general because they're fearful that the monopolies and the big companies like why do you think there's no third like major CPU producer besides AMD and Intel? You know what I mean? Because people are too scared. They realize if they bring another whole platform to it, if it flops, which is probably going to do because AMD and Intel are already at the top of their game. Okay,
Exact.
if
Yeah.
that CPU flops, then they're done for. They lost all their money. They're not, they're done. If the CPU gets good, right, and it starts getting traction and people like it, it's gonna be new motherboards, right? New graphics card factions, new brands, new everything. And then AMD and Intel, get jealous. They're like, hey, these guys are doing this. Let's see if I can get someone on the inside to see what's going on and why they're gaining so much traction. That's basically what AMD did, or no, Intel did for some of their campaigns. They had a guy who went to AMD and worked there and learned about how they were like multi-threading so well and how they were able to put so many cores onto a CPU and whatever. I mean, they already knew how to do all these things. Intel already knew how to do all these things, but they didn't know where they were getting their CPUs and getting all the stuff to make the CPUs. So they find out all that and then they start stealing from AMD. They start going to AMD's vendors, like whoever gives them their materials, and like, hey, look, we'll buy your materials for a higher price, just don't sell it to AMD. And that was a big controversy. Once that blew over, Intel started doing this like shady campaign, like market campaigning, like their CPUs 20% better than all AMD CPUs, which there was no real statistics to prove that. And people they got called out for it, you know. And then, third let's say the third company opens it up. then AMD and Intel are going to look at that, and they're going to do the same thing that Intel did to AMD. You know, they're going to want to know what's going on, why they're making so much money, and how they can make more money than them, and how they can shut that other company down. Because in reality, it's like AMD and Intel are like two brothers fighting over, you know, a toy, which is the market. And one of them's gonna prevail eventually, or you know what, they might just fight forever. You never know. It's a lot of things, but usually one of them prevails, and then they become a monopoly and start overpricing their CPUs and whatever, and you know,
Yeah. Yeah, see, like
just
that to like the average person, that would make a lot of sense. What you just said, but yeah, I think it's all just a game, you know.
mm-hmm. This ramen's good, man. This ramen's nice.
But hey,
Is it just me or
what's up?
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
All right,
Go ahead.
uh, did I tell you what I was thinking about doing if this does get like, you know, like 20 something views or
Yeah, like
something?
everyone has segments and stuff,
Yeah,
and it's
I
not just gonna
was.
be one big. Yeah.
Yeah, I was also thinking like this, you know, change my Twitch channel because I don't really want to do streaming anymore. But this I'm fine with, you know, talking, bringing up ideas and all that. I like that a lot. But I don't like streaming games and stuff because it's too much of a hassle. And I was thinking, you know, making one Twitch channel.
Mhm.
And, you know, oh yeah, I already did say this, but like, just so it's not, you know, me recording it because sometimes my internet can be a little trash, you know. So sometimes that could sabotage it. And I really hope this stream is recording on my computer, or almost I'm gonna be really sad. But you know, like, because my style is just having that logo and talking over that logo, you know. And I don't do face cam. I don't, you know, I don't do anything special like that. You know, but I was thinking, you know, that one Twitch channel would be like all of our secondaries, you know, because we all have Twitch channels. Well, most of us have Twitch channels in the group, but
Yeah.
uh, and have that is like, you know, if one of our guys comes up with a, you know, idea or something to talk about, or they're just bored and they want to talk about something, they can log into that, start the stream, you know, either on their phone or, you know, computer, whatever, and just go off on there. And then, you know, if they have a YouTube, upload it to YouTube. Again, with Vimeo and uh,
Yeah.
all that Daily Motion stuff, where you can get it out there. Uh, and you know, just have that one channel to have everyone. You know, not like everyone at once, but have each individual person share their thoughts and all that, and then like have another channel where we all get on there together. And you know, I think that would
Mhm.
be a good look. But again, I only have one viewer, and I'm pretty sure it's you. It literally is. But yeah,
No.
no, like this gets uploaded to YouTube. It stays on Twitch, right? In the beginning, you know, I talked to you about doing this over what no, I think it was fall break. I was like, you know, telling everyone that, you know, I want to
Yeah.
start like a podcast type thing and make it all about music. But I kind of steered away from that, and
Mm.
I came back to the thought of it because, you know, it was a good idea. You know, if it gains traction, it's a good way to gain traction and attention. You know,
Mm.
and if that works, you know. And again, this also goes in hand with the Twitch channel. What I'm gonna say right now is, uh, with that, you know, with just one channel getting attention, you can make other people pay attention to other channels. So like, if
Yeah.
this were to get like 100 viewers right now, magically, that'd be awesome. But it's not gonna happen. I would tell them to go follow you, me, Sakebrain,
Hmm.
my guy Cebu, and
Yeah.
just everyone that's really affiliated with this and the success.
With this channel, yeah.
Yeah.
See, cause yeah, but there's one important thing you do. We need to do like some kind of webcam thing. I know you don't want to necessarily, but
Well,
building a self-image like that is very important.
I'm
Cause
fine
put it this
with
way,
it.
put it this way, right? Like Joe Rogan, right?
Yeah, Joe. Yeah,
You see his face, you already know what he's about. You know what he's
yeah.
from. You retired UMA fighter or whatever. Slash comedian slash podcast host, right?
Hmm.
That's just from his face. With this, that's the association you can make, right? So you see him out in public or you see him on someone else's channel, you're like, hey, that's Joe Rogan. Like, but if they you know, let's say if you never do a webcam, right, and you got on someone else's channel or whatever, right, they're not gonna know who you are at first. It's probably gonna take them a little bit, just to know, oh, that's C Man. You know, building a self image like that with through means of something that everyone can identify with, which is faces. You were naturally born to identify with faces, and names and whatever. You know, uh, can really help the growth of a podcast, and the growth of just people recognizing who you are and what you do in general. It's like H3H3, right? Ethan and Gila Klein. You take one look at Ethan and Gila Klein, you know what they're about. You know like who they are. Like, yo, they have this YouTube channel. They do a bunch of these funny videos. They do podcasts. They talk with Post Malone. Like Joji.
Hmm.
And like iDubbbz. What I'm saying here is every person that I'm mentioning has their self image through their face and through their channel,
Yeah,
and yeah. So the bigger the easier it is for people to recognize you, the more traction you'll get.
yeah.
You
And
know.
see, like, I'm fine with face cam. It's just not on this channel because, like, I know that people from like that personally know me, like not like people that live far away, like people that go to school with me know
Oh,
that
you
I
want
stream on
so they
here.
know that you stream on here, and you don't want them to know that you
Yeah,
do.
yeah. I mean,
So
I'm
it's
fine with
embarrassing
them
to you.
knowing. Not really. It's just that, like it's annoying because I remember one of my good friends. He was like telling everyone. Like I was like, "Hey, you want to be the manager for my music group?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And then the next day, I walk into school and he's like telling everyone, "Oh yeah, you're a rapper." No, I never even like did music over a song before. Like, what do you mean? And it just
Right.
annoyed me because everyone was like, "Oh
Hmm.
my god, you're a SoundCloud rapper." No, I'm not. And it's
So do you think
we.
that was a bad thing or a good thing?
I think it was a bad thing because that kind of ruined my image. I was, you know,
So how do you think it ruined your image? Like, was it as a joke? Were they saying it as a joke, or did they
no,
like?
I'm pretty no because a lot of the people don't like me. Like
Okay, from your school.
everyone from 10th grade down likes me. I'd really just say 8th, ninth, and 10th graders like me. Um, but only the guys really. Like there was a senior last year, graduated now, that liked me.
Hmm.
It's usually everyone likes me because of my hair. You've seen my hair, right? It's like all
Yeah.
puffed out and. But
Hmm.
the thing that also annoys me is everyone always comes up and says, "Oh my God, you've got an afro." No, it's not an afro at all. It's not even close. And that's the thing. It's you.
Yeah.
My hair is the most unique thing about me, and that's
Uh huh.
that's the thing is that I think face cam would help that a lot because I have that unique thing. And
Hmm.
but I just don't like when people that like go to my school and stuff that I hang out with all the time are like. Uh, that I don't like having them
Yeah, you don't
know
want them. No, yeah, like that.
like
That
my
that's you
yeah
and
my
what you
like
do.
other names on like Twitch and SoundCloud and
So, have you ever heard of the saying that wait, there's no publicity such as bad publicity, right?
yeah.
No such thing as bad publicity. So, the reason why people say that is because basically, right? let's say you do got like a group of people who don't like you, right? And they go to your Twitch and they start ragging on you, right? Or they go to school and they start ragging on you, saying, "Oh, yo, his channel, blah blah blah," and they name your channel, they name drop it. People are gonna check it out, even if they just come to hate. That's still publicity,
Well, yeah,
and
yeah.
the people that do come, some of them are gonna like it and they're gonna want to stick around, right? Then they'll tell their friends about it, and some of their friends won't like it, some of their friends will. Then the friends that do are going to stick around, then they'll tell their friends, and so on and so forth. And that's how you build, a community. Publicity in general, regardless, like Alex Jones, right? That guy is a freaking nut job, and everyone knows him for it. And he's making so much money right now. He's killing it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
And
he's
he's had so much quote unquote bad publicity, and people say bad things about him all the time, but that's how he spreads. Because people, oh, he's a nut job. Then some people, go to his channel. Oh, you know what? I like this guy. They tell their friends about it. Their friends, oh, I know it. I like this guy, and so on and so forth, right?
you see that's the kind of image that I always wanted was Alex Jones, like that crazy type guy online, but like in real life, I'm the nicest guy ever.
Hmm.
That's the kind of thing that I wanted, like that's why Karzon has no meaning, the name Karzon has no meaning. Um, but it was gonna be, if our music ever got big and we were traveling a lot, I would bring out the thing, like a storyline for it, like a gimmick, and I was gonna be like,
Hmm.
Karzon isn't real. Karzon's just in my imagination. He's, an enigma. But
Yeah, like Joji with Filthy Frank,
yeah,
like
yeah.
a like a yeah, other identity. So basically, yeah, you can do that kind of thing for sure. But sharing your face, just screw them, dude. Like me, I share my face, right? And I have like a group of kids at my school that don't like me, and they know of my channel. But ever since they've started like talking trash about it, I've been getting more and more viewers and followers.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. I've
it's just been
noticed it.
happening naturally. So it's like it's actually a good thing. It's a blessing in disguise, is what it is. So you
What?
should totally put your face on the main channel as well as the other channels, dude, because a face is very important.
Well,
Very important.
right now, like I just got surgery.
Oh no, right now I mean probably not,
My
but
my.
I'm talking about when you're healed up and everything's going
Well,
good
no,
and
no, no. I wasn't gonna go that far. I was just gonna say, like with the surgery right now, I've gotten a lot of support from the people that, I mean, yeah, of course they're my best friends that always mess with me, and they give me the most support during my besides my parents, but and plus my
parents give
grandma
you no
isn't
support.
gonna be alive for much longer. Um,
Son, go take out the garbage. What happened?
my grandma is in the hospital right now, and she's not
Oh, that
gonna
sucks.
make it much longer. But
What does she have? Like cancer?
yeah, pancreatic cancer, stage 4.
Ooh, ooh, it's spreading. That sucks, dude.
That's what my great grandfather had.
Mhm. I have my mom's boyfriend's dad had like the same situation. He had lung cancer, I think, and it was like stage 4. He's like 55. He wasn't even that old, and he's been smoking cigarettes like his whole life. And like it finally caught up to him. He got lung cancer, and then stage 4 happened, and it just started spreading. And it was just like kind of sad, sort of, because he
Yeah,
stayed at the house, right? He didn't go. He was in the hospital in and out, but he like the last few like days of his life, just stayed at the house and just moped around. He couldn't get up, whatever. So it was just like a depressing place to be in. And now I'm gonna move into that house, so now I'm gonna have a ghost there, and that's gonna suck, dude. Like I don't want no ghost. And then the worst part is his son's 14, right?
hmm
And I can't make any dad jokes. And I make it. My mom thinks they're hilarious, but you know, it's his son. His son's 14 years old. His mom died as well. His mom died when he was 9 from cancer, so he lost his dad as well. And now he's gonna have to move with his older brother Manly, and so I can't make any. I don't know. It's just stupid.
See, like I come off like a bad person like that. Like everyone thinks that I'm like that kind of guy that's gonna crack jokes like that, but not really. Like unless they do it themselves, I'm not gonna do that to them. Because I don't know that pain yet, but I know that
Oh, you're going.
it's gonna be a huge
It's gonna
pain
suck.
that
Yeah.
they lost someone like that. But
Yeah, I had an Uncle Joe. My Uncle Joe, he died, and I only knew him for 3 days, and the way it impacted me was crazy. Cause like I'm serious. I went up into Mississippi, right? It's the first time I ever heard about him. And like we're up there for 3 days, dude, and like he dies like a week later, and that sucked. I gotta have to go to his funeral and everything. That was just stupid. And he had this cool shotgun too. I don't know who he gave it to, but he had this like really cool shotgun, like like what is it? Embedded? I don't know. It's not embedded. Engraved. It was engraved with like golden
engraved.
insignia and whatever. I don't know who inherited it, but I just hope it's like not destroyed because it's a very nice shotgun, dude. I got a chance to shoot it as well, and I shot it, and it was nice. Oh, holy crap! But yeah, regardless, it's how it works.
Yeah,
It sucks, but
it's always gonna happen. It it's not guaranteed which way it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen one day.
mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah. Anyway, getting off of that, like, I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. What do you think about Apex? You haven't played it yet, have you?
I I downloaded it earlier this week, and I played the training well last week, and I mean it looks like Borderlands, it feels like Halo, and it plays like Call of Duty.
Yeah. It's a real mix of like games into it. But do you have Borderlands for the PC?
No.
Crap, dude, because I do, and I've been having a blast, bro.
See, I tried to play Borderlands 2, right? And I like it, but it's just so time consuming because you got to level up so much. Like, that
Wait, you played the
robot guy?
first one, didn't you? Yeah, Claptrap?
I've played all. No, the oh, I'm trying to think. Whenever you destroy the train tracks and you got to fight the big robot guy.
Wilhelm?
Yeah, I could never get past that. And then I invited one of my friends, like a level like 30 or something. Insta kills him.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Wilhelm's easy though. What character were you playing?
Uh, Krieg.
Krieg? Oh. Yeah, I'm doing like a Krieg playthrough right now, and I'm just blasting through enemies. Like I got my melee build. Like I don't even need guns. I'm literally doing like a low key gearless Krieg where I only have my relic, my shield, and my class mod, and like one gun, which is the. Well, I'm gonna get the interfacer. Like soon, I'm gonna have a few more guns, but if I really wanted to, I can go through the whole game without using a single weapon. And it wouldn't even be that hard because I got like my build specced out. Like everything is like where I want it to be, except like blood explosion. I need to get that, but besides that, everything's like really good right now. You need to get. You have a laptop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a PC? PC?
No, and I'm probably never gonna get one because it's just it's way too much to maintain, and you
I mean,
know.
not really, dude. I mean, I got my PC like right here, and
Well,
like never open.
the thing is, I don't know what I'm doing when I'm like messing around with internal. Like I know what parts are which parts are which, but I don't know like what I'm doing with them. So
Oh, you
like,
don't know how to put them together?
no, I know how to put them together. It's just I don't know like you know like what I was telling some guy on Instagram earlier. I'm never gonna get a gaming PC because the whenever you're downloading like mods for games, you got to make sure exactly what you're doing, or else you could potentially mess up all your game files, which has never happened to me, but I've heard it happening to other people. And like,
So, frankly, you have to be pretty dumb.
yeah, yeah, but that's how a lot of people are, like they don't
Yeah.
know exactly what they're doing. But like
It's not like it's like take my word for it. It's not that hard like easy to mess up your PC unless you're just being reckless and downloading random files from like ads or whatever and you just don't care or whatever. You just treat it like it's a piece of crap. Just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and download this quote unquote free Fortnite, even though Fortnite's free. I'm just using this as an example. Like free GTA 5. I'm gonna download this free GTA 5, like so I can play GTA 5 for free. I want my files? Sure, like stupid stuff. You have to be really, really trying to get a virus in order to actually get one.
yeah, and that's how I was whenever I was young. I would be like, oh my god, free TF2 hats and that.
Yeah, like you need to you need to get a like because you don't have to get a full PC. You can get like a does your laptop have like a Thunderbolt thing in it?
What do you mean?
It's a connection. It's like a USB, but it's not a USB. Thunderbolt Type C.
Maybe. I've
Hold
got
up.
Ethernet,
Uh,
HDMI, one,
hold on.
two,
I'm
three
gonna send you a
USBs.
link. I'm gonna send you a link to what it looks like. I'm gonna send you a
I
picture.
might. Oh, that's an SD card. I don't think I do.
Hold up.
But yeah, no, I was telling him, like you got to know exactly what you're doing whenever you're like, because this laptop never gets turned off unless it does. And that's the thing that because I've heard that it's better to turn your computer off, but I've also heard it's bad for it because every time that you turn it back on, like restarting it, all the programs fire back up. So it's taking up all of your, CPU and all that.
Here, look. I sent you a picture. That's the top two laptop things. Those are Type C's.
Is that literally what's on the side of mine?
Did you see it?
Uh, I'm gonna send you a picture. I don't know if this is it, but
All right,
it
go ahead.
looks like it.
Um, but no, like you can get that. You can get something called an external GPU, right? Where it's a cable that's like that plugs into this box that has like a any kind of GPU you want. Like a could be an RX 570, it can be a 1080 Ti, doesn't matter. Um, and it plugs into your laptop and takes control of the GPU and just that thing right there.
Yeah, is that like a speaker? Is that?
I think that's. Can you shine more light on that? Like light in it?
Maybe. I'll
Just
try.
send me a picture of your computer. Like, what's the name of it? What's the model or whatever? Like, what's the name? You know?
I
Yeah,
don't
just
know
like
the
send me a
model, but I'll
picture.
send you the specs. Actually, that might
Okay.
be the thing right. Nah, there's no way.
HP laptop. Hmm. Send me a picture of just the entirety of the PC. Usually, it'll say like engraved on it, be like HP and then like numbers or something on the computer itself,
Like
like
on the
actually
bottom.
on the computer. Yeah, so like something like that. It'll say something. Just like send me a picture of this just
Oh,
engraved.
there's no stickers on the bottom.
Not the. I can see the logo.
Yeah, that no, the
Oh my
only
god.
things that specify what it is the
Jesus, why
logo
is
on
this
the
so hard?
top, the sticker that says
Come on,
HP,
buddy, I believe in you.
and that's all there is to specify what this computer is. Like there's no stickers on the bottom.
Just like open up this like give me a full
Oh, the
picture of
the
the computer.
the what is it? The not BIOS, but the menu. Oh god, what? Windows oh no, yeah, Windows X, computer management. So like I know how to do like this stuff, like Alt F4 and Control, Control Delete, Windows X, All right, so where would it be? Oh God, what did I just do? Is that it? No, it's not it.
C-Man, you there?
Oh yeah, I still got my
C-Man.
I still got my
Buddy.
What? Can you not hear me?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you for a second.
I had my thing still on. My what is
Laptop
it?
closed?
No, I got the push to speak
Oh, okay.
because
Yeah,
earlier
so
my mic was like picking up what was coming out of the
just send me
headphones.
the picture of the laptop.
Well, hold on. I'm looking through the computer management because I remember there's a way to look for
A
it.
full picture of it. You know what? I think I'm good. I think I got it. I think I got it.
Oh wait.
HP15BS.
Yeah, wait, no, it's HP laptop 15-BS00XX.
070 WRN. Crap. Alright, I'm going to type this stupid thing again. HP.
I'm gonna be live for like 9 more minutes, so
Okay.
actually probably about 4 more because we don't got much more to talk about like right now, but
Yeah.
maybe next week, we'll have more people come in but I really need to find something where I don't have to stream it because that just too many difficulties will happen down the road if I keep using Streamlabs.
Mhm. I think I see. I think I see your laptop. By the way, Jaguar. HP Jaguar.
What?
I see your laptop. So you need to know, boy.
No, it
Yeah.
literally says 15BS0XX.
No. I know. I see. No, I see. I got like I see the entire thing. So how much you pay? Like, well, for like $400, $500 for it or whatever.
Yeah.
HP Jaguar. Like that's the name of the thing, but I'm seeing the exact specification. It matches, so it looks exactly the same as the one you sent me. Okay, Intel iCore 72000U processor, 8 GB of RAM. Okay, so you can. Okay, let me see. Let me check the ports. Nova, stop, pup. The dog needs to shut up. Let me see. Cause I'm looking at it on Walmart for some stupid. It's not showing me. It's a touchscreen too, huh?
Yeah.
Uh huh. Yep.
So it's
So I'm
good
looking
for
at the right
like
one.
paint and all that.
Need to. Let me see. So HP Jaguar 15. So I'm just gonna type that in. Then ports. I'm just gonna. It should give me all the information now that I have it in. M50 so that checks out. Intel, so full size touchpad, blah blah blah, multi SD media and card reader, two USB 3.1, one USB 2.0, one HDMI, one RG45, headphone jack, microphone combo. So let me see what this RG45 thing looks like. Oh, so that's Ethernet. So no, you don't have a C drive. I mean C port thing.
Mm.
I think that thing that on the side is just like a ventilation.
Yeah, I always thought it was like a speaker or something, but
Yeah, something like that. But I don't know. It doesn't have to be Type C. They have a US. I think they have a USB one, but I don't think it's as good. But you can get an external GPU. External GPU. It comes with like a 1070, or whatever. It doesn't matter, and you can just plug it into your laptop, and it just works like a charm. Here, I'll send you a image of like how it looks.
well, see, like I got what 1, 2, 3, 4. I got like 4 Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got like 4 laptops that work, except for one of them, and like they work, but very slowly, except for this one. I'd probably have enough parts to build like a okay PC, but
What do you mean parts? Like actual PC parts or laptop parts?
like take laptop parts out and scavenge and see what I could use for like an actual PC to save money,
I don't think that'd work.
I mean, maybe.
Nah.
You can always try.
A lot of the laptop CPUs are not compatible with motherboards. I don't think any of them are because I think they use different types of sockets in order to be implanted on the
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if I were you, I'd just go on eBay or whatever and sell like the rest of them that you don't want, right? Like I sell them for however much. And then with that money, I mean, you really only need $800. Like $600, I could build you a good PC.
Well, see, I got $220 right now, and then I got a $500 check, but I'm saving up for a car.
So you got $220 right now and a $500 check coming in.
No, I already got the check.
So you have $720-ish.
Yeah.
Dude, you can build a PC.
Yeah,
Easy.
but no.
Like
I'd much rather have a car.
Oh wait, where'd you get the check from?
My mom.
Oh, okay.
Gave it to me for my birthday.
Nice. Let me see. So look, cause like I can build you a. I'm just gonna send you a part list, right, of just like the minimum of what you really need to play a lot of games, like at 60 FPS to 1080. Go ahead and make that up for you. Oh, did you end the podcast yet? Or are you gonna keep going?
I'm probably gonna end in a minute. Actually, yeah, I'll do that right now. Hold up.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing to do.
Where is it? Here, I'm gonna get back in the channel in a second. All right, guys, that was me coming in with another live stream podcast. Again, it's gonna be uploaded to YouTube. And actually, let me turn up my mic volume now. Okay, so after this, I'm gonna play music by my one of the guys that really inspired me to do all this. Ashley I is his name, and yeah, I'm gonna play one of my favorite songs by him, and I'm also gonna put the credit screen on. So yeah, peace out till next time. We'll probably have more people coming in to talk and all that. So yeah, peace out for now.
How long did it take you to record that? Was it just one day in the studio?
One day in the studio. That was one of 2 other songs I did that day.
Do you feel like rappers should be more responsible for their lyrics?
Yes.
What would you define as irresponsible?
You talk about murder and death, and you don't talk about the pain. Or you talk about killing and robbing and stealing, you don't talk about jail and death and betrayal and all the things that go with it.
There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. Everybody trying to get up in this rap game. Everybody trying to do it for some rap fame. I do it for my last name, they do it for the fast lane. They say that they moving, it's all of illusion. Come on fam, who you fooling? Because the rap game's evil. They say we ain't equal. They celebrate illegal and sell it to the people. Now listen up, man, it ain't about your talent. It ain't about your talent, man, it's more about your balance. I ain't trying to preach, I ain't trying to teach. I spit the truth when I speak. Every time I touch a beat, brother, that's why I gotta keep my eye to the sky. Eyes on these fakes, got my eyes on these lies. Eyes on the game, got my eye on the prize. With a DT, yeah, I got my eyes on these guys in this rap game. Gotta say it to the kids, so I gotta say it to the world against you. No pain is the essence, the game is a lesson. Blood stain on the weapon, a mistake you'll be making in this rap game. Oh, you think about the struggle? Everybody's talking about the hustle when they get up in this rap game. Oh, you people think it funny? People sell the souls over money just to get up in this rap game. Oh, you talking about the struggle? Everybody's talking about the hustle just to get up in this rap game. Oh, you people think it funny? People sell the souls over money just to make it in. I ain't signed to a label, I ain't signed to a company. I do my own thing and make my own company. Cause they trying to stop my goals like company. I'm on my own fam, who needs company? First they neglect you, then they reject you. When they get some money they accept you, but they don't respect you. Yeah, they might select you, trying to stand next to. But I'm like, get over there. Rapping in this game, man, it really ain't fair. And most of you people really don't care. All I see is tracks on the telly and raps on the telly, but tats on their belly. But these cats just ain't really in this rap game. Everybody wanna chill, everybody wanna hustle, everybody say they real, everybody wanna rap, everybody wants to do. But listen up, cause I'ma say it how I feel, because I'm coming in this rap game. Gotta say it to the kids, so I gotta say it to the world to get you. Know pain is the essence, the game is a lesson. Blood stain on the weapon, a mistake you'll be making in this rap game. Oh, you think about the struggle? Everybody's talking about the hustle when they get up in this rap game. Oh, you people think it funny? People sell the souls over money just to get up in this rap game. Oh, you talking about the struggle? Everybody's talking about the hustle just to get up in this rap game. Oh, you people think it funny? People sell the souls over money just to make it in this rap game.
Do it yourself.
It's only entertainment.